Hey guys, back to the project here. This is that YZ250. Stripped it down, obviously got her down right to the bare bones, and definitely a top end issue. In fact, the crank had a little bit of moisture in it, which really kind of spooked me because I thought I had a maybe problem down there too, but it was just a little bit. You can kind of see it there. A little bit of black residue, and when I turned the rod, it was a little bit stiff. I brought up the material, I cleaned it all out, which is fine, and then I filled the case full of oil. And what you're looking for is you're trying to feel for any kind of roughness in the bearings at all. And here, I'm not too worried now because this is really nice and smooth once this oil was in there. It didn't take very long to loosen up either, so that tells me I think it'll be okay. But yeah, definitely was a bit of a concern at first. So now it seems really good. I don't feel any roughness. And as far as the rod goes, if you look there's another indication that it should be okay, because there's no, the top of the head is good. There's no pitting or anything where the piston could be smacking. Like that's usually an indication your rod bearing's going. And the top of the piston looks good too. So top of the piston doesn't look beat up or anything. If you look here though, you can see it had like a cold seizure. Seized along the sidewalls here. And so that's, piston's done. And if you look in here, see if we can get a better view of it in the light. Yeah, you can see the cylinder's really scored bad. So definitely needs boring out. I'm getting prices on that. It sounds like 60 bucks to bore it. If we look here, we can actually tell how many times it has been already bored out. Just a second here. So if you look, standard bore on these was, trying to remember, I didn't zero this thing out. So 68.87, and the standard bore default was 68.00 or something. You'll usually bore, I think it's 4,000 or 5,000 depending on what you're doing. So I would think the bore was done at 65. So it was bored out once at 65. And it was now, so that was the first, it had one rebuild, it was bored out, and then it blew up again. So this will be the second rebuild on this. So we should be good to take it to either 69.5, if you can actually see that. So they could, I'm getting a guy to bore it out, not me, but we can take it to 69.5, or this cylinder can be maxed out at 70. Just trying to get just to give you an idea. So it could be 70. That's your max bore. So I could bore this out 2 more times, basically, what it comes down to. And then after that, if because it's not Nicosil, you could re-sleeve it, and then you can re-bore it all over again. But you don't want to be reboring your cylinder all the time. You want to change your piston out before it blows up in there. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Cylinder shot, needs to be bored out. piston's cooked. Need a new piston. So getting prices and gonna go from there. Thanks for watching, guys.